Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying close attention to the NFC East lately, you know things are heating up. The division has always been fiercely competitive, but this season it feels like we're witnessing a seismic shift, especially with what's happening behind the scenes involving one of the league's most intriguing teams, the Washington Commanders. And the latest buzz revolves around a blockbuster trade that could redefine the defensive landscape for Washington and shake up the entire NFC playoff picture. That's right, I'm talking about the potential acquisition of Xavier McKinney from the Green Bay Packers, a move that has fans buzzing and analysts speculating about how it could change the game for Washington. Let's set the stage a little. The Packers, currently sitting at a balanced 4-3, are quietly retooling. Despite their winning record, their secondary has been a bit of a mixed bag. They're allowing 248 passing yards per game, which isn't terrible, but it's not exactly lockdown either. The secondary's inconsistency is partly due to injuries and some gaps in coverage, and that's exactly what Washington's front office has been eyeing. The Packers, looking to bolster their draft capital and manage their salary cap after extending Jordan Love with a hefty $220 million deal, are open to trading key pieces. And Xavier McKinney, a 27-year-old safety, is at the top of their list. McKinney, for those of you who haven't followed him closely, is a rangy safety with impressive coverage skills. Standing at 6 feet, 201 pounds, he's a versatile player who excels in coverage with a PFF grade of 89, 6 for his career. In the 2025 season alone, he's accumulated 5 interceptions, 12 pass deflections, and 78 tackles, showing his ability to make an impact all over the field. His coverage grade of 91, 2 an EPA per target of -0. 41 highlight how effective he is at limiting completions and forcing turnovers. His stats aren't just numbers, they speak to a player who can truly elevate a secondary, especially in critical moments. Now let's talk about what makes this trade so compelling. The Packers are reportedly offering a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2025 in exchange for McKinney. This is a significant haul for such a talented safety, and it also comes with a salary cap relief for Green Bay. After extending Love, they need to manage their cap space, and freeing up around $12 million in 2026 is a big plus. For Washington, acquiring McKinney isn't just about adding a talented safety, it's about transforming their entire defensive approach. Currently, the Commanders are operating with a 3-4 base defense, and this move would fortify their secondary, easing the burden on Forrest and adding more range and run support, especially after losing Chin to injury. If you've been watching Washington's season, you know their defense has been solid but not spectacular. They're allowing around 240 passing yards a game, which is decent but leaves room for improvement. Adding McKinney could push them into the top 12 in the league for coverage, significantly reducing the yards allowed per pass. His ability to generate turnovers, averaging 1.7 per game over his career, could be the spark they need to turn more games into wins. It's not just about stopping the pass, it's about creating chaos for opponents, forcing mistakes, and flipping field position in crucial moments. Think about the impact of a player like McKinney, who has a track record of being a ball hawk, especially in deep zones where he's allowed just 6.2 yards per attempt, ranking him among the best in the league. Now, let's pause here for just a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. When we look at McKinney's career, it's pretty clear he's a player who elevates defenses. In 2025, despite some injury setbacks, like the shoulder injury in Week 3 that kept him out for a game, he's shown resilience and peak performance, especially in Week 6 when he recorded 2 interceptions against the Lions. That game, by the way, was a turning point for him, showcasing his ability to seize opportunities and change the course of a game. His overall career stats include 15 interceptions, 48 pass deflections, and forcing 1.7 turnovers per game. Those numbers aren't just impressive, they're game-changing, especially for a team like Washington, which has been craving more takeaways and turnovers to complement their pass, rush, and coverage. Adding McKinney to the secondary isn't just about individual talent. It's about the chemistry and the new dynamics he brings. Imagine pairing him with Sainristil, a rising star in the secondary, creating a duo that can match up against the league's best receivers. This partnership could generate around 8 additional turnovers per season, which could be the difference between a playoff team and an early exit. The defense's EPA per play would jump to plus 0.38, making them one of the more disruptive units in the league. Plus, his addition would improve the run support by about 17%, giving the Commanders more flexibility to stop the run in tight situations and provide extra support to their linebackers. This move also echoes some of the most legendary trades in NFL history, where a single acquisition shifted the entire trajectory of a franchise. Think about how the Broncos benefited from the Simmons trade in 2023, which added over 120 tackles and helped turn the defense into a turnover-generating machine. McKinney's arrival could have a similar effect, especially considering his ability to play both close to the line of scrimmage and deep in coverage. That versatility is invaluable in today's NFL, where offenses are constantly evolving and exploiting mismatches. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Commanders, with around $27 million in cap space, are eyeing the trade deadline on November 4th as a critical moment. Bolstering the secondary with McKinney is a clear statement of intent. They're not just playing for this season, they're setting up for future success. The team's current record, combined with their improved defensive metrics, suggests they're on the cusp of competing with the best in the NFC. A player like McKinney could be the X factor in those high-stakes playoff games, especially in scenarios where turnovers and field position decide the outcome. And what about the NFL odds? Currently, Washington's Super Bowl odds stand at plus 8-0, but with a move like this, those could tighten significantly, possibly to plus 7-0 or even lower. McKinney is the kind of player who can turn a defense from good to great, from playoff hopeful to legitimate contender. His knack for forcing errors, especially in crucial moments, like he did against the Vikings where he contributed to multiple turnovers, could be the catalyst that propels Washington into deeper playoff runs. If he performs at the same level he's shown throughout his career, especially in the postseason, we could be looking at a real contender in the NFC. Looking ahead, the impact of this trade isn't just about immediate results. It's about establishing a new identity for the Commanders. By acquiring a player like McKinney, they're signaling that they're serious about winning now and building a defense that can compete with the best in the league. It's about creating a culture where turnovers are expected, where aggressive coverage and smart, disciplined play become the norm. This move could also inspire their young players, showing them that the franchise is committed to making bold moves to win. In conclusion, the potential trade for Xavier McKinney is more than just a transaction. It's a statement. It's a declaration that the Washington Commanders are ready to take a big step forward to shake up the NFC East and establish themselves as serious contenders in the NFL. The combination of McKinney's talent, the strategic fit with the team's needs, and the timing of the trade deadline all point to a pivotal moment for the franchise. If it happens, it could be the catalyst that sets the stage for a new era of success, one where the Commanders are not just hoping for a playoff spot, but fighting to be Super Bowl champions. So stay tuned, because this story isn't over yet, and the next few weeks could bring some exciting developments. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.